Conventional views label spiritual awakening as a spontaneous, mystical flash, an unpredictable event that strikes without warning. Structural analysis reveals a different reality. The process operates as a highly ordered, self-correcting mechanical protocol. This mechanical framework is mapped through the 013 Phoenix system. This architecture functions as a cybernetic upgrade to human physiology, treating consciousness as a programmable circuit. Converting organic tissue into a digital-style schematic bypasses standard biological limitations and allows for absolute precision reality design. The protocol begins by identifying where the body's biological and energetic structures resist high-frequency spiritual currents. Once this resistance is mapped, the system systematically clears out the deep-seated subconscious blockages that cause the organism to misfire. The final phase requires grounding these high-frequency currents directly into physical bone and tissue. This transforms the human body into a prime vessel, a mechanism engineered specifically to hold and deploy concentrated power. The body serves as a grounded interface, translating internal imagination into tangible physical action. Before we can attempt to program the system, we must map the distinct functional layers of human consciousness. This inner trinity begins with the self, seated at the throne. The self acts as the conscious observer and the central processor of all incoming data. From this position, the self must interpret sensory feedback without falling into the habitual emotional loops of the lower systems. Below the self lies the soul, the waters of memory. This functions as a subconscious archive, where historical trauma templates and emotional recordings are stored. The third layer is the spirit, the fire of will. The spirit acts as the thermodynamic actuator, providing the kinetic drive necessary for physical transformation. When these layers are misaligned, the organism enters a state of automatic reactivity, a sleeping self. In this state, the archives of the soul dictate behavior, causing the body to react blindly to environmental triggers. To regain sovereignty, the practitioner must analyze their somatic susceptibility, using a process that parallels clinical microbiology. Clinical platforms evaluate how pathogens react to medical agents to identify structural resistance. The 013 system uses this logic, mapping where the human organism resists spiritual intervention. Identifying genetic resistance in bacteria is functionally identical to identifying trauma loops within somatic tissue. To perform this audit, the self must enter the sacred silence. This stillness insulates the body from biological noise, allowing the observer to see patterns without emotional distortion. Healing is an engineering problem. You cannot restructure the vessel until you diagnose the specific resistance hidden within the soul's archive. Conscious thought involves a measurable delay. The mind must filter, interpret, and rationalize data before it can trigger a physical response. In high-intensity situations, this analytical lag prevents spontaneous adaptation. To overcome this limitation, high-frequency intent must bypass these conscious filters entirely. This is achieved through biosymbolic automation, compiling willpower into an autonomous subconscious software program. This compilation relies on sigilcraft, a method of condensing complex desires into abstract kinetic code. The process utilizes the compact rule, a linguistic algorithm that strips affirmations down to their unique energetic vectors. By removing vowels and duplicate consonants from a statement of intent, the algorithm isolates the message's energetic core. These remaining letters transform into geometric vectors, creating a symbol illegible to the analytical mind, but recognizable to the subconscious. Next, the master amplifier rule wraps this code into a closed electromagnetic circuit. The sequence is initiated by source energy, drawing potential down from the unmanifest field into the circuit. It is then sealed by the creator frequency, acting as a somatic grounding point that prevents the energy from dissipating. The completed sigil functions as a compiled block of code, ready to be executed by the body without interference from the conscious intellect. This automation allows the organism to react with spontaneous physical capability, bypassing the slow, analytical limits of normal human cognition. Even a perfectly compiled block of code is useless if it remains an abstract concept in the imagination. The intent must be materialized and anchored into physical form. This requires the earth center, the frequency of physical foundation, and the density of bone. At the earth center, potential becomes tangible experience. Practitioners use somatic protocols like rooting postures, visualizing roots extending from the feet, to anchor these spiritual forces into the ground they are standing on. The 4-phase rhythmic breath is then utilized to physically link the uncreated spirit code directly to the nervous system. These protocols are performed during liminal theta wave states to ensure the analytical mind cannot resist the download. The charge descends from the brain, passes through the spine, and roots into the earth, creating an unbroken circuit. The physical bone and skin now act as an insulated boundary layer, locking the energetic current inside the body. Through this grounding, the internal imagination is converted into a physical signature of belief, resulting in a tangible expansion of physical capability. We have traced the transition from a passive, reactive organism to a sovereign reality designer. This mechanical workflow is consistent: diagnose the soul's archives, compile the spirit's willpower, and ground the result into the earth center. The system proves that mastery is found by commanding the physical plane, utilizing the body as the ultimate instrument of the self. This entire cybernetic loop is governed by the supreme law of manifestation. Attention directs the energy, emotion provides the fuel, and conviction sustains the resulting structure. By treating consciousness as a machine, reality design becomes a predictable mechanical output. The prime vessel is prepared.